This is Bonsuivit of the Moonlighter Group, and it's a wonderful world of ephemera. Today we have an item from 1913 related to the Titanic sinking, and it's a compensation case entitled Titanic Steward's Dependents. An application under the Workmen's Compensation Act was made at the Southampton County Court on March the 11th. The case arising out of the death of Roland Frederick Mantle, a steward on the Titanic, to whose widow compensation amounting to £288 had been allocated. The application was made now on behalf of William John Stagg and Florence Agnes Stagg of Greenwich, who contended that, as stepfather and mother of deceased, they were partially dependent upon him. In outlining the case, Mr. Jackson stated that he had to satisfy the court that the delay in making the application was due to a mistake or to some other reasonable cause. After the disaster, relief was obtained for applicants from the various funds which were started, and they thought that they were receiving all the relief to which they were entitled. His Honour: do you say that they mistook one for the other? Mr. Jackson: yes. No doubt. His Honour made the order in July last, while under the impression that the widow was the only dependent of the deceased. He contended that the widow had known of the applicants for 9 years, and he therefore submitted that all the facts were not before the judge when the order was made in July. He was not in a position to call evidence, as both applicants were physically incapable of attending the court, and he proceeded to argue that the court had power in the circumstances to transfer the case for hearing to Greenwich. His Honour eventually remarked, "There are as many thorns in this case as there are in a gooseberry bush," and he added that he did not see how the case could be transferred, as there were no parties before the court who desired the transfer. Mr. Martin pointed out that the applicants did not become parties to the case until the judge had decided that they were dependents. The application was dismissed with costs.